Hello, YouTube. It's Candace. I just want to say I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys get your belly stuffed later on today. Never mind the clock. It's messed up behind me, but it's actually like 4. What time is it? 4. I think it's 4:30 in the morning. Where's my phone? No, 5 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I'm up early. I have the yams inside of the oven right now, and so I'm getting ready to make my homemade cornbread here. So I'm just gonna show you guys a quick thing that I do here. I hope you guys are able to see this. I'm gonna try to keep it quiet for the lady downstairs. And so I'm going to be using do this real quick. 1 cup and 1/4 of flour. I'm gonna put this in. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna, pop it in the oven. And once everything's done, I'm gonna let it cool down, and then I am going to sleep for a good 2 hours and then get back up. Because I have so much I have to do this morning. And then for the cornmeal, it's going to be 1 cup of cornmeal. This would go 1 cup. That's good there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You don't have to add salt, it's optional, but I like to put a little salt in there. So I'm going to do this. I use sea salt, but you can use any kind of salt, doesn't matter. All right. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So here we go. Well, I gotta get some more baking powder here. Oh, oh boy. I'm gonna have to buy some more from the store. I have very little bit left in there. We'll be needing these more. The next thing I need after that, because we're doing all the dry ingredients first, I'm going to put in a cup of sugar. You don't have to put that much sugar. It really depends on what you like. Everybody likes their cornbread different. So my family, they like sweet cornbread. So, me, I'm not supposed to have sugar, but I am going to be cheating for Thanksgiving. You got to cheat a little bit, during the holidays. It's worth the pimples. I don't care. But I'm going to put 1 cup of sugar in there. And if you don't want to use white sugar, you can use brown sugar. With brown sugar, it may come out a little bit moist, or even palm sugar, which that's what I normally do, is palm sugar. You put it right in there. Some people put 3/4 cup. Some people put 1/4 cup. Some people don't put no sugar at all. It depends on what you like. So I'm going to put at least a cup of sugar in there. There we go. Because it has flour on it, I'm just going to take it out of here and put it in like this, so that way I don't get flour in my sugar. There it goes. That's at least good. See, it's almost like about 1 cup. I'm going to leave just this little bit in there, but just about that much. Okay, I'm going to start mixing this around. You like nice, sweet, buttery cornbread. See? Like, you know, mixing it all together. There we go. So the next thing we're going to do now is I'm going to make a little welt in the middle of this bowl. You know, just a little well in the middle. And I'm going to start putting in the wet ingredients, which is going to be the milk, the 2 eggs, and at last my 1 stick of melted butter. I put 1 stick of melted butter. I may use a little bit more depending on my judgment. I may look at it and say, this needs a little bit more butter. I may put like maybe a half a stick in there depending on what I see. You know, I kind of use my judgment. You don't have to put that much in there. It just depends on what you like. And I'm going to need this. I'm putting the 1 can of evaporated milk in there. If I feel I need more milk, I'll just grab some milk out of my refrigerator and put a little bit at a time. You know, not too much at once. Go. And I'm going to put 2 eggs in. Throw this in the garbage. And I'm going to start mixing this around. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to stay away from the bowl because I don't want to be talking over the bowl. But what I'm doing is I'm going to look to see if it needs more milk. If it's too thick, it's going to need a little bit more milk. If it's not too thick and it looks like it's just right, it's not too thick. The cornbread is a nice texture. It's not too liquidy, but just mixed in just right, then I'm just going to say, okay, well, this looks okay. I don't need to add any more milk to this. But we'll see after I finish mixing it. Flour on the bottom of the bowl. I like to get it all out. And what I do is when I'm done with this, I'm going to grease my pan with some butter on the edges and the bottom part so it don't stick, and also it gives it a nice browning on the edges. And I'm going to bake it at 400. I'm going to bake it at 400 degrees for about maybe 20-25 minutes, or until you're able to poke in the middle with a knife all the way down and make sure that the knife can come out clean. So once you see that, it's pretty much cooked through. I'm going to put the butter in there. And then when I'm going to show you the final product, I'll show you also my sweet yams. I mean, I've shown you them last year, but that's what I'm cooking in the oven right now on the side. Take some of this. And I'll show you guys the final product after this. I don't think I would need any more butter. This looks pretty good. Let's look at the the consistency here. Well, yeah, that looks perfect. It slides down real easily. It's not stiff, you notice. The batter is just right. So I'm not going to add any more milk to this. And you'll see, like, just like anything else, when you make pancake batter, at least pancake batter, when it's off scratch, you put the baking soda and all that stuff in there, you're going to see bubbles forming on the top. That's just oxygen coming up to the top. And that's all from the baking soda. I mean the baking powder that I used. Oh, I can't wait to eat. Oh my God, I'm like thinking about all the food I'm going to eat today. I'm going to pig out today. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to misbehave. I don't care. It's the holidays. You got to misbehave, during this time. I forgot my cojito drink, so I'm going to have to go back to my job maybe Friday morning before I leave to go to Baltimore. I want my drink, Try to stay away from the bowl. I don't want to talk over it. Okay. Perfect. And I'm going to let the oxygen go up a little bit to the top part before I just put it into the pan because I have to grease it. This is what it looks like here, the batter. Just like that. So I'm going to grease my pan. Bake it in the oven at 400 degrees for about maybe 20-25 minutes. Still check on it halfway. Don't just let it bake. Like when it's been like maybe 15 minutes, go and check in there and look at it. And then after 20 minutes, you take a knife, and go in the middle and pull the knife out. And if it's clean, that means the cornbread is done. Pretty much, it's cooked through. But if you want to let it cook in for maybe an extra 5, even 7 minutes just to get a nice coat, like a brown coating, that's fine. It's what you ever prefer. So I will show you guys the final product of the homemade cornbread. And I'll show you guys along with the yams.